guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson. And available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it if you're on YouTube. And hit up the CastBox, download it. We got a great partnership with CastBox. It's a wonderful way to get your podcast. I'm pretty sure I've kind of noticed, I don't know, maybe this isn't true. Maybe it is true. I don't know. I've kind of noticed that CastBox is the first thing for me anyways to give me notifications for my podcasts.
Yeah.
Like whenever we put up a new show, I get the notification like almost immediately. Mm-hmm. iOS, the iOS app is great. It's fantastic. The podcast app there.
Yeah.
It just my notifications are late on that. I don't know why. I'm just throwing it out there. That's one of the reasons why when we were approached by CastBox, I was
CastBox is great.
I know you were using it prior to our partnership, and then once like you told me about it, I was like, oh, cool, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And good things happen.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah. So anyways, we got a great show today. We're going to talk about 205 Live and maybe, Larson, maybe the greatest episode of NXT I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. This was the best.
Stop slamming the table. If you want to use emphasis, do the Bill Clinton thing.
What is the Bill Clinton, this thing right here?
Yeah, do
this
that.
thing right here. I know you used to do that, and then people would complain about
So I stopped.
Yeah, and now you're like crapping on my fun not to do it.
Do this.
Yeah, all right.
Greatest episode of NXT
Greatest episode
ever.
Episode of NXT ever. Oh my God, I was very surprised when I came in today. You were not all about the Velveteen Dream EC3 sequence.
I mean, it was
the best thing ever. That's what it was.
A student film.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was the best student film ever. That's what made it so great. Is that it was so student film quality. We're gonna go over that a little bit later. And both Rich Hardesty and Young Liam sent us transcripts of that sequence. We're going to do a live reading of it here on show. Very exciting. We're going to read a couple super chats and dive right into.
Yeah, we're going to do things a little differently today. We're going to do a few super chats here at the beginning of the show, and then we'll do the recap, and then all the rest of the super chats we'll do during the questions segments of the show. So if you put a super chat up and we don't read it right away, sit tight.
This whole
if you can,
the live thing that we're doing all for the recaps, it's a work in progress.
It is.
We're willing to accept constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
And reconfigure things a little bit. I personally don't think that the reading super chats in the middle of the show really is that big of a deal. But some people out there have said, hey, so we'll try it.
We'll try it
if we like it.
See how it works.
We'll see.
We're open to criticism and suggestions.
Oh.
So a few super chats to begin. Zach Stolp at $2. Power rank wrestlers you would want to watch. Hi.
Leo Rush.
All right.
And Ray Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
He does crazy stuff. Anybody who does crazy stuff.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
That's good stuff.
Maybe with like a really, really extravagant entrance. A lot of flashing lights.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Like, what's her face? Sonya Deville. Haven't got to see her entrance lately.
I know, it's a bummer. Soul FGC, $10. Any Seattle friendos going to Defiance United cross-promotion show with progress? Hope to meet up with a few of you during tomorrow's show. Steve, it's Bruiserweight.
Bruiserweight. That sounds cool. Tell you what, Soul FGC, if you're going to be, and this goes out to anybody. If any of you guys, if any of you friendos are going to a show and you want to see if there's any other friendos there.
Tweet at us. We'll retweet it.
Right. At Real Going In Raw. Let us know.
Yep. Jose, or even our individual ones. Jose Ruiz, $10 with EC3 versus Velveteen Dream being official for TakeOver. Who do you guys think needs to win more? Velveteen Dream, who just lost to Ricochet at the last TakeOver, or EC3, who wasn't on TakeOver? The Dream needs a win.
Okay, so I think EC3 is going up to Maine like yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go up after SummerSlam. There's zero reason for EC3 to be in NXT. That dude is suited for Main Raw, for SmackDown tomorrow. He is the most SmackDown. He is so ready. Put him in that United States title scene.
Oh, absolutely.
Tomorrow. That's what I say about that.
Yeah. Zach Stolp at $2. Says, damn it, Larson, this is why we can't have nice things, because you put something in chat that I was watching the Alistair Black attacked video.
Yeah, man.
Right as we were about to get started.
Again, see, the entire thing was stolen by the Undisputed Era. Who sits up in the back of a convertible?
Undisputed Era do.
The Undisputed Era.
Adam Cole does.
That's the most heel 1950s. That's the T-Birds from Greece.
Yeah.
That's something they would do.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Tom Fox, $5. Getting tired of having to work instead of hang out and watch you guys. Have more of my money.
Thanks, Tom Fox. Trey Saunders, $5 at work. Hi as hell. Just don't operate any heavy machinery.
Yeah.
I wanted to say hi. I'll hopefully be done while you're still live so I can get my Thunder Guns Thursday at the gym with the friendos. Sounds like a good plan.
Spulak, $5. Thanks for the likes on Twitter. I needed that today. You remind me of my father every day. Can't wait to meet you guys at StarCast and buy you a drink.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down for a drink. Luis Mesa. Although I get the feeling that with all the people getting high and drunk in our chat, there's bound to be a straight edge backlash at some point. A teetotaler.
Yes.
That's my favorite word for people.
You're very fond of it.
I am a teetotaler.
Very fond of it.
Yeah.
Luis Meza, $2. Forget Balor bod, get Amber Nova body. She is jacked.
I'm going to talk about Amber Nova today. Number one, she has the greatest gimmick ever.
She was inspired by her car, Chevy Nova.
I know.
Used to have one of those.
I know I did.
Tom Fox, $2. It's only 3 feet deep. Best line ever.
It is. That really is. God, that was so great. Segment of the year for me, dude.
Neil Wallington, 5 pounds. Hey, hi, Bellends. Steve, you anchor.
You anchor.
Would you rather take one chop from Walter or be nice to Adam Mayhem for 24 hours straight?
Oh, it's be nice to Adam Mayhem. Walter's chops are, but after those 24 hours, then he has to wrestle Walter.
Jonathan, $2. The dream for mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
I'd love to see that race. All right, let's dive into the review.
All right, 205 Live.
6 minutes, made it 6 minutes, 40 seconds.
I feel like you're going to rush right through all the 205 Live so you can talk about.
I'm just going to read your notes verbatim, which are very sparse.
Yeah, they're very sparse. First, we had Kalisto and Lince Dorado versus the Body Guys, Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy. This match was a lot of fun.
Now, I'll say this about 205 Live before we get into the minutia. I really loved the Mustapha Ali Hideo Itami stuff. I thought that was quality storytelling.
Yeah.
That was almost like New Japan-esque.
I know.
Where they just set up something very simple. Mustapha Ali's going too fast, too hard, and then it came back to bite him in the ass in the main event. That's perfect. Do we know why he was in the hospital in the first place? We don't.
Not that
But
I'm aware of.
they incorporate that one picture into story.
Yeah.
That's great.
To amazing effect.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you were saying, it kicked off with Kalisto and Lince Dorado, the Lucha House Party, versus the Buddy Guys.
The Buddy Guys? Body Guys.
Well, they could be the Buddy Guys
Buddies.
too, the Body Buddies. Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy. And it was a fun match. Anytime I get a kick out of Buddy Murphy not letting Kalisto go where he wants to go. Whenever he tries to move away, and that's what a lot of this match was. It was them keeping. I think it was Kalisto. Maybe it was Lince. I think it was Kalisto. Out of away from his corner, standard tag team wrestling, but doing it in a very bully-ish way. Buddy not letting him get to where he wants to go.
Buddy was a bully.
Buddy was the bully, and I really like that. But Tony Nese got the pin on Kalisto after a roll-up.
Is this ever going to lead to tag championships on 205 Live?
They have
kind of like an
gotten
unofficial-
further away from tag team championships, though.
I know,
Remember,
but
there
it's-
was like 4 tag teams, and now there's like 2, basically.
Well, there's always kind of been 2 or 3. And then
Yeah,
once one
and
of
they'll
them is
break
kind of out
up,
of the
yeah.
title picture, they break up.
Yeah.
The one constant in all this has been Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like the champions. even
They
though
are.
they've lost.
They're the de facto champions. They have the little spinner noisemaker things.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are kind of the de facto titles at this
Yeah.
point. I'm fine with that. I would like to see titles because I actually really appreciate that you cannot watch. This is sort of an underrated thing about 205 Live. You cannot watch the entirety of anything else WWE and have an all-inclusive 1 hour of good to great wrestling every single week in front of, yes, maybe sometimes a dead crowd, but none of their well, I guess so. Yeah, the title match is going to be at SummerSlam. Typically, it seems like their title matches are only at SummerSlam or WrestleMania or on 205 Live, the show.
Well, it seems like during the major 4 pay-per-views, they get a title match on there.
Was there what was the last major 4?
WrestleMania.
Oh, Mania. Yeah, okay. But there was none on Money in the Bank, which is kind of a pseudo major. So you can get everything you want out of that 1 hour every single week, and I kind of like that. I'm really glad they took them off Raw.
Now if they could just incorporate the show, find a venue for the show where it'd be a hot crowd week after week.
Yeah.
Kick it up a notch.
Yeah. So anyways, after that we had Mustapha Ali and Drake Maverick. I sort of referenced this earlier. where Drake Maverick was saying, dude, what is up with you in the hospital? You got to stop with the sneaker stuff, dude.
Well, I'm not doing sneaker. I'm
killing my soul right now.
I got text over here that I need to address. Sorry.
He was like, you're going too fast, too hard. What's up with that? And Mustapha Ali was like, nah, man, I'm all good.
It looks like Mustapha Ali's finally got a shirt.
Oh, I didn't notice that, did
Yeah,
he? Is that what he was wearing?
It looks like it. I mean, it looked like a WWE shop shirt.
Oh, no, I did kind of notice it. What is it? Was it a shop shirt? I thought it was maybe like a Pro Wrestling Tees thing.
Oh, maybe. I know he does have a Pro Wrestling Tee shop.
Yeah, I think as long as they don't have a crappy WWE shop shirt, they can, yeah.
Oh.
He's got to still have a Pro Wrestling Tee shop.
No, he does. It's right here. Oh, it is on Pro Wrestling Tee.
There, yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. I remember
Okay,
that
that
one.
must be new, though, then, because I don't remember that one being up here. I've been to his store a few times.
Maybe it is. It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
He's got a blue version and a purple version.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Cool, even better. It's on his own shop, so he gets them all.
So he gets we know what cut he gets.
He gets a cut, and hopefully it's larger than what he would get from WWE.
Exactly. Dalton, wake up here in chat, says, you can tell Steve's getting annoyed with Larson's sneaker passion. I'm not getting annoyed with the sneaker passion. I love it. I love your sneaker passion.
Here's the thing, though.
But here's the thing. Hold on a second. That phone has the most obnoxious buzz when it's on silent. There is nothing silent about that. Bzz, bzz.
Well, it vibrates, yeah.
Yes, it is a very loud vibration.
Here's the thing.
Mine is
if
stealth.
you want to be on top of the sneaker world, you got to be on top of it.
Nah, man. I hold the keys to Friendoville.
Because things sell out.
Can we just have the
like
phone over there, like where I keep mine, like samesies? Well, that's a start in the that's a start in the right direction.
As far as it goes.
All right,
I need
fine.
it within reach.
Yeah.
Because there was like a shock drop this morning on the sneaker app for these limited LeBrons.
I had to stop carrying because it's interfering with our show.
It's not interfering with the show. I know exactly what you're saying.
It's going in a really bad direction. Although nobody's complaining yet in the comments, so I guess
exactly.
I can't say anything.
You don't really care about what I have to say anyway, so it's fine.
I guess so. So anyways, that set up. That was some foreshadowing there for the main
Yeah, and they
event.
showed the picture from the hospital where he said, I always kick at it too, and he's got an IV in his arm.
Yeah, I wonder what that
I
was.
don't remember if he just got warrant, like
Was he visiting a friend? He was like, "Ooh, story potential," and then hopped up on a bed.
Well, I don't think they just put an IV in you for a photo
You can
op.
just tape it there and make it look like
Maybe.
it. He just did that.
Maybe he just got dehydrated or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
Anyways, maybe he had like a stomach flu or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
He had a lot of dookie.
That happened to me once. I had a stomach bug so bad I go to the hospital and get an IV.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I flew
to my family's place for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the night I got there,
Is Quiznos still in existence?
I have no
Is
idea.
that still a
Oh
thing?
yeah, Quiznos did that to you.
Well,
You
it was
speculate.
It was either Quiznos or you, because we met up that night and for like pool or whatever, and you had just gotten off a bug.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I go out shopping with my dad because it was like Christmas time or something like that.
Yeah.
And I had Quiznos, which I was on like a daily Quiznos thing, which is terrible for you.
Weird.
Yeah, I was on a big Quiznos kick, and then I had it both ends.
Yeah.
And it was really bad.
Yeah.
After that, I've never. It was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
whenever
that's
was.
how I feel about lasagna now because that night I had lasagna for dinner.
Oh, I can eat lasagna
So,
for days.
well, I mean, when it gets caught in your teeth on the way back.
Oh, okay, stop now.
That's
Hideo
why I
Itami.
can't do
Hideo
it.
Itami promo. Then we had an Hideo Itami promo.
Yeah, it was good.
I like these promos. They're always like well lit.
They're very dramatically lit. He's
Yeah.
usually doing a little bit of sparring to warm up.
Yeah.
And then he starts in Japanese, and then he finishes in English.
Did you see his tweet when he retweeted the WWE.com something bad happened to Alistair Black in the parking lot, and then he just said parking lots are dangerous because of
he
course
got beat up.
because he got
Probably by
threatened.
Kevin Owens in a parking lot.
Exactly.
Next, we had a Noam Dar video package, kind of reintroducing Noam Dar to the audience.
Yeah, he was sort
Talked
of
about his
rebooting himself.
his injury, his setback.
It made his priorities. It kicked his priorities into order.
Yeah, and now he's jacked.
Now he's like, oh, decided to get jacked. Blend.
He's super jacked, man.
Yeah, no, he looks great. After that, we had Noam Dar versus Sean Maluda, NXT's own Sean Maluda. Was this the first time we saw him on 205 Live?
I'll say yes,
Maybe.
but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Somebody else. Oh, that was when Danny Burch, he showed up on 205 Live once. Remember? And then he went, no, I'm sorry, not Danny Burch, the other guy, Oni Lorcan.
Yes.
He showed up once before
Yes.
and then went, and we were like, oh, cool, is he going to be on 205? No. He just showed up.
It'd been cool if he had been on 205 Live.
I know. Sean Maluda, I don't know about, though. I've seen him in NXT.
Yeah, he was in the first Cruiserweight Classic.
Like, he doesn't have it. Maybe he can be like, what's his face? The Finest Part 2. He can be the other Finest.
Oh, Kona Reeves?
I sort of put them in the same category because they had the same limited NXT exposure, and then all of a sudden Kona Reeves got a gimmick, and it was like terrible.
We'll see how much further that goes.
Yeah.
Anyways, the most hilarious part of this match was TJP watching backstage,
Overacting,
and then drinking from the cup of coffee and then just throwing it aside.
Let me ask you something.
That was hilarious.
Do you ever keep the straw in your
No,
mouth?
that's the point that made it really funny.
Right. He had the mixer straw still in his
mouth and then took a drink.
With the most, I was like, how did he do that?
I know. It was
I've
great.
never seen
It was
that
pretty
before.
great.
And then after he threw it aside, he was like still watching the match. He was like,
And they pulled out his phone and started doing stuff on his phone.
yeah.
It was great.
It was like one of the best side-looking TV segments I've ever seen.
His overacting really works for me.
It really
So I feel like for him there might not be a whole lot of medium ground.
Yeah.
Either he doesn't really do much of anything like he did when he's a face, or he's over the top, and I vastly prefer over the top TJP.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
Karen here in chat says Maluda isn't signed to NXT, but does a lot of
enhancement work. Yeah.
All right.
So the story of the match was Sean Maluda going after Noam Dar's reconstructed knee. They talked about that quite extensively in the video package. Noam Dar, though, however, was able to overcome, hit his running kick finisher for the win.
Yeah. So Alex C here in the Discord says, so we watched this twice to verify, but I couldn't tell. But I think he had said this before. The fact Undisputed Era were listening to their own theme.
It was
in
inconclusive.
the car.
Granted, I didn't listen.
If Alex C says it, I believe
I didn't listen through headphones, but based on just through my computer speakers, I couldn't conclusively say it was their
But
theme
here's
song.
his concluding point.
It was a guitar-based rock song.
I'm pretty
however.
sure it was Shock the System. He says, I'm pretty sure in kayfabe, it just ambiently plays when they're around.
It could be.
I think that's the case.
It could be.
Anyways, Noam Dar went over with his cool kick thing.
Next, Cedric Alexander iPhone promo.
I must have missed this one. What did he say? Was it
He was
that look on your face?
He was talking about what happened last week about how Jack Gallagher attacked him and called him out.
Yeah.
He was sitting in the arena before anybody showed up.
Yeah. Wow.
There's just not a whole lot.
This must have been if you didn't like it, this must have been really bad.
It wasn't really bad
Because usually you give more leeway to him than I do.
Because he's really good
in the ring. And even character-wise, he's really good in the ring.
It just felt like for at least the first half, he was reading lines.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So either, I don't know, whether it's a matter of him not finding the motivation internally or not being given good direction or what. Mm-hmm. It just seems like there's just a little thing missing that could make it magical.
Yeah, yeah.
And once that little thing is discovered, whether it's about his character or his performance or the direction he's given or whatever, then I feel like the ability is there, just little something's missing from time to time.
Yeah.
This is one of those times it just felt like a little something was missing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So
I don't know. I think you're right. I think he is one of those guys who definitely needs something to work with. But I feel like he can't do. I don't think Cedric can do subtle very well. He has to be up. That's what I'm talking about.
This is even more than. Anyways, continue.
He has to be fired up for it to work.
I think he has to be emotional.
So yeah. But when he's just being normal.
Well, here's part of the thing though, is with this iPhone promo, I didn't feel like he was really in any way upset about the circumstance.
Yeah.
Which there should have been some ebbs and flows to it, as opposed to just kind of reciting.
There's no peaks and valleys with him.
Yeah,
that's
the previous
the thing.
week. Well, there can be. There has been. We just don't see it often enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, I don't, without being involved in the creative process, it's hard to tell what might be the issue. But because sometimes his promo stuff it works, and sometimes, like last night, at least for the first half of it, it just felt like he was reciting lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, a Drew Gulak promo. He was almost like a State of the Union type deal, or a press conference. Sorry. Where he's standing in front of a pedestal, and he's flanked by the Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. And he was saying, "Oh, you want to challenge Jack Gallagher?" Jack Gallagher accepts. He was doing all the talking.
Yeah.
And that was all right. That was good.
He seems to be the I mean, if you're at the podium, you're the spokesperson.
Podium. That's the word I was looking for. Not pedestal. Sorry.
Yeah. I want to get a podium for this place. We can have press conferences here. How cool would that be? We get our own press conferences.
For what?
H title matches.
All right.
There you go. See?
I prefer contract signings, honestly.
We can have both, man. We have our own channel. We could kind of do what we want. Look, one of us is sitting here with their phone blowing up during the thing. We can do whatever we want.
This is like, it's usually not near this much.
Kind of is these days.
Not this much.
Can you just turn off your notifications for the show?
I'm put it on silent.
Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami was our main event.
Fantastic.
Here's the thing. I don't really care if you're doing that during 205 Live recap, but the NXT recap.
Oh, that's when I'm going to be paying attention to that. Especially the part you really want to talk about.
I want to talk about the entire thing. It's great. Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this was really, really cool because it featured Mustafa Ali doing his best job freaking me out by acting like he was like legitimately
legit hurt. Well, I mean, like the spot that started the whole story of him nursing lower back looks like he could have legitimately got hurt because he does a tope over the top rope. Hideo kind of catches him, but on the way down, it looks like Ali lands right on Hideo's knee.
It was
and pretty instantly there was a welt that was forming on his lower back.
His rotation was too much, right?
Well, I don't think it was a rotation because when he landed, it was like, say, this is Hideo.
It was a mess of a landing.
It was like this, but I don't think he landed center.
And one of
he
these,
landed off center.
If you'll allow me to continue on your
like
visual,
this.
Go rewind a little bit. There you go. Okay, right here. This guy was like up. This guy was down. Like it looked like he almost was about to land on his leg.
Well, I think because I think what you want to do is when you're hitting the tope is land so your legs are around the guy who's catching you.
Yeah, sure.
That didn't happen. It was off to the side.
It looked ugly.
So it looked kind of like that.
I do appreciate Nigel McGuinness basically being the you now of that. And he says, I didn't quite catch the fall. However, what I can probably tell is he didn't land right.
Yeah.
He said something like that. I'm like, Nigel,
you have a monitor.
They just did a replay too, and I'm pretty sure you're privy to the replay. Pay attention, man.
But yeah, and whether that was
ugly,
it did. It looked like it could have been real bad. And I don't know if that was part of the. I know the hospital stay and the weakness that they were inferring that followed from it was part of the story. But I don't know if the lower back was. So if that thread of the storyline through the match was kind of improvised on the spot, that was pretty impressive because that spot where Hideo Itami drop kicked Mustafa Ali while they were on the apron into the ring post. Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. Oof. That was good. That was really good.
Mustafa Ali's like the best seller.
Yeah.
Or he's willing to take bumps.
He is.
Crazy
And
bumps.
and this was a perfect match for him and Hideo Itami because Hideo Itami's doing this. He's doing this thing. Just put it down.
No, I turned it off vibrate, and it vibrated.
Well, then obviously it didn't turn off vibrate. So that bit where Mustafa Ali. Oh no, so that was after that. Mustafa Ali goes for his 054. He gets up there. He loses. Whoa, starts getting wobbly. Loses.
Well, early in the match, he kind of did something where he had to take a beat to collect himself, and then proceeded.
Yeah. So he's a great storyteller.
Oh yeah.
So he's up there. He loses his balance. Itami trips him up, and then Ali gets in the tree. Whoa. Hideo Itami goes to town with these missile drop kicks into the corner. He does like what, 3 of them?
3 of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Snug.
3 snug. All these great close-ups on Hideo Itami. At some point, he got busted open.
During the powerbomb spot, I think. Somehow.
Yeah. So his mouth is just like bloody as can
great.
be. Oh, it's fantastic. And the facial expressions again. This was an Hideo Itami match that I totally can get behind because of who he was working with. Mustafa Ali is a absolute amazing storyteller.
There's a couple things. There's that.
There was a great story being told.
There was that too, and also it felt like Mustafa Ali was totally cool with Hideo Itami working a little stiff.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
The strikes were stiff.
Yeah, they were. There was like a super, and on the other side
the super kick to the back of the head
from Mustafa Ali to Hideo Itami was fantastic.
Yeah,
this was a fantastic 205 Live every single week, man. Every week.
Main event you count on being a quality match.
Yes.
So anyways, Hideo picks up the win after the 3 running corner drop kicks. He goes up to the top of the ramp. Back in the ring, Mustafa Ali tries to get up, tells the ref he's fine, collapses. Outruns another ref, outruns Drake Maverick. The show ends with Drake yelling,
freaking out
for a trainer to come down the ring to help him out.
Yeah. So it was a solid episode with a really, really fantastic main event. All right, here we go.
What a weird episode of NXT.
Oh man, this was prime NXT. I'm telling you, this was fantastic. This was great NXT.
So the show kicked off with Amber Nova. I don't think we've seen her before.
Yeah, she was on NXT before.
Oh, she was?
I think as an enhancement talent like once or twice.
Oh, okay, I don't recall.
I just kind of remember her name a little bit.
Taking on Nikki Cross.
Karen would probably know more, though, so
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on chat.
Ember Nova, apparently she named herself after her Chevy Nova.
Mm-hmm.
That's what commentary said.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard that, I thought, oh, Steve's going to like her because of that.
Wrong. I'm going to love her because of that. And then I went to her pro wrestling tee shop, and guess what? All sorts of great car shirts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I used to have a Chevy Nova, like you said. If you guys used to watch 10 for the Win, it was featured in a couple segments that we did for intros when we played Cops, the F Patrol. And then my brother-in-law is who gave it to me. He went off because he was in the service. When he came back, I had done absolutely nothing with it because I am not a car guy. And then he took it away, fixed it up real nice, and now it's his car. And I love him to death. Now he's a firefighter.
Oh.
And so, he is like a hero a couple times over. Walker is my buddy. I love him so much. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Talia. It's my niece's birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So anyways, hold on. Nick G here in chat says this was the most Sunday Night Heat episode of NXT ever. Nick G, where's the ban button?
Well, you might have to ban me, too.
I'll ban you.
I enjoyed the episode, but anyways, let's continue.
So here's the thing about Amber Nova that I noticed. I will fast forward a little bit to the Shayna Conti Vanessa
Taynara Conti.
Taynara Conti Vanessa Bourne match. That was kind of a sloppy match.
Oh, theirs was?
Yes. There were some spots that I was like, well, you guys are on the house show circuit wrestling a lot. And why is it Amber Nova?
Amber Nova was really
flawless.
Was really
almost.
crisp. Yeah. See the
flawless.
way
they're
I
just bringing her in.
The way I kind of interpreted that the second match was it was more of an impassioned fight because they were fighting for that last.
Okay, so
Mae
I'll
Young
put it this way:
Classic
the
spot.
character work was fine.
Yeah.
And Taynara was really good.
Yeah.
I called her Shayna. I don't know why. Taynara was fine character-wise.
Yeah.
But that finish was ugly.
Oh yeah, the finish was a little
ugly.
weird.
And then there were a couple more spots that were just like, man, why are they, man?
I think I got by just on the intensity of it because the character work was so good. So I didn't mean like the sloppiness. Apart from
Fair
the finish,
enough.
didn't bother me so much.
But I'm kind of using that to just give props to Amber
oh
Nova.
yeah, she was really crisp.
Who I thought did a really
Apparently
good
they're
job.
saying this is only your second year wrestling.
I know.
So it's pretty impressive.
I know, man. Good for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she has a killer gimmick. Car person for Chevy Nova.
Car enthusiast.
In any event, Nikki Cross, who is probably going to be going to Maine right after SummerSlam.
One would think.
Right? What else are they going to do with her?
I have no
They
idea.
mentioned during the match that Nikki has vied for the women's title, still hasn't been able to get it, and they talked about Shayna Baszler, but that's done. That her story with Shayna, but Nikki Cross has done everything she could do.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, if she hasn't won women's title yet.
And she's
probably
been
not gonna
having
happen.
tag matches on the SmackDown house show circuit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's done. That's done with. She's going. This is just. I don't know if she's going to have a goodbye match. I don't know what the deal with that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
She's
or
heading
she's
to
going to pull a
SummerSlam.
Bob Roode and just teleport to main roster.
That could be too. I don't know. In
Who
any
knows?
event, after that we had a Keith Lee video package where he
Hyping
is
his debut later on in the evening.
instructing people to bask in his glory.
Yeah.
This over here.
I got some business to take care
You
of.
weren't supposed to see me do that.
I did see it.
I
because
ju- I meant to do
because
it while you
I
weren't
am
looking.
paying attention.
I had to do it while you weren't looking.
You think I'm over here just distracted by phone? Oh, Larson has no idea what's going on over here.
Let
I
me
know what
ask you
you're
something.
doing. What?
Let me ask you something. Well, you don't. Who is Ricochet supposed to fight next?
We'll never know.
Why is it Ricochet was going to come out first? There was no jobber in the ring.
No.
Why is it a jobber, assuming it was a jobber?
Yeah, we don't know that it was a jobber.
What bigger name? The bigger name always comes out
Not true.
second.
Not true.
Keith Lee came out second in his match. Kasia came out second in his match.
But Alistair Black came out first in his match.
him and Gargano are on the same level.
But Alistair is a former champion.
Gargano has been main eventing
Mustafa
every
Ali-
takeover for the past
Mustafa,
3 takeovers.
Mustafa Ali came out first. Noam Dar came out first against Enhancement Talent on 205 Live.
Mustafa Ali and Hideo Itami are on the same level.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. Amber
Mustafa-
Nova came out first.
Mustafa Ali is the heart of 205 Live. Does Hideo Itami have a similar nickname?
Guy
No.
who just beat the crap out of Mustafa Ali.
No.
Absolutely.
Your theory is wrong.
It's very right. Anyways, I don't know who he's supposed to fight, but he's supposed to fight somebody. We got his cool lights.
Oh, that was
smoke,
great, man. His entrance
all that
is the best.
stuff, and then
Well, they just pull him out into the stage during his entrance. So it's all dramatic where you see Undisputed Era come out walking through Ricochet's lasers.
It
and
was so
fog.
cool.
It was great.
It was so cool.
They're the best.
So they beat the shit out of him. He's
Yeah.
laying there. Adam Cole, baby, gets on the mic.
Call me a coward.
What did you just do? He said, I don't hide behind anybody. You've got a whole crew of thugs with you. What are you doing, man? Of course you're a coward. But I still love him.
He says, you're laying there, and I'm the one and only. And that's Undisputed.
And he said literally the literal words, I'm standing tall.
Yeah.
Who wins a takeover, man?
Well, let's get through this. I have an idea.
Okay, all right. I
Let's
like
get through
your
this,
ideas.
including the WWE.com video explaining why Alistair Black's not going to be a takeover. Let's get through all that.
Okay.
And I have a theory.
All right. Adam Cole straight to the title scene?
Yeah, Adam Cole's going to pull double duty.
Oh, I like it. All right. After
That's pretty much it, I guess. That was it. I talked about it.
they're going to put Adam Cole
Well,
in
here's
2
the thing.
single titles matches.
Here's
You're
the-
insane.
No, they're not going to do that because here's the thing.
They should.
There's two potential culprits in that video.
Yeah, Gargano and the Undisputed Era. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! After that, we had a Vanessa Bourne interview. She's fantastic, dude. She carries herself great.
Yeah.
She looks great. She looks like a champ. She lost her match though, so she's not even going to be in the.
She's not going to be a champion of the Million Class.
Yeah. She was answering questions, and then she told people to get her. She was like,
It's like
okay,
a warm
come
up
on.
for a match.
Yeah, get out of here. After that, we had the debuting Adrian Joad versus Kasia Sona. We had 2 geese in this episode. His and Tainara came out in geese. They're on the house show circuit, I believe, along with
Cesar
Bononi. They're this Brazilian faction that look like $1 million because this dude looks great.
Oh man,
I wish he was like 30 years older because there's nothing like a 70-year-old
oh yeah, no, I agree.
like karate master.
He looks a bit weathered as is, which is great.
He already does.
Yeah.
But if he was like super old, like there's nothing more intimidating. Like when you were a kid, did you take karate?
No,
I did. We had this old.
I wanted to, but
this
never
dude,
did.
This old dude as our karate instructor. I'll never forget. Certain things are just seared in your memory, you know?
Yeah.
He turned around. One of my friends was in the class with me, and one day, you know, as kids do, they pick their noses. He turns around in the most intimidating voice, says, and I don't know where the dude is from, but he had an accent on him. He was like, "Take your finger out of your nose."
Oh wow.
Yeah. Then I quit a little bit after that. I'm like, if I can't freely pick my nose,
What point is it for me being
this
here?
isn't fun for me anymore. I'll just take up.
I'm trying to find out how old Adrian is.
He's either like 21 or 51. In any event, he is pretty weathered. Is it a mystery? Nobody knows. 36.
36.
According to
Cage
that.
match.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, if he was like 66, he'd be like way cooler. NXT needs to start signing like super old guys.
Yeah.
Like into developmental.
Yeah, I know.
I think it'd be great. Anyways, what was the deal with Kasia Sona?
Oh, he's tired of facing subpar competition. That's what commentary said. So he's got an edge to him. He's a little mean now.
Yeah, heel Kasia Sona.
Kind of.
When is he just gonna go
Chip
to?
on his shoulder, Kasia
Can
Sona.
he just get his WWE main roster experience?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like he needs like a real story, not even a real push, but just a real consistent story that's lasting longer than a month in NXT. Because he goes on the main roster, he's just gonna be jobbing out to everybody. At least get some momentum behind him before getting called up. So to me, there's a hope. There's a chance he just won't be up there to job to everybody.
I can't imagine. When he was signed, everybody was pretty excited, but we were also kind of thinking, well, he's kind of up
Player
there in
coach.
years.
I thought it'd be a player coach thing, maybe.
Player
Yeah, that
coach.
still could be a possibility.
I thought that about Samoa Joe, and I was completely wrong. I just want him to have a main roster experience.
agreed.
Because I don't think I have no idea what they want his plan.
Yeah, no, I know. Or what he
plans
wants.
are, or what he wants exactly. That has to be kind of frustrating though, to like be in NXT now. It's been how long? And he's seen
a year and a half.
He's seen a bunch of people
Come and go, yeah.
come and go. Just.
But again, it all
do
depends what he wants.
Well, I think it kind of depends on what they want for him.
No, I know. But
How they want to
like
use him.
If what he wants doesn't align with what they want, say he just wants, maybe he wants a player coach type thing. Maybe that's what he wants. I don't know. Maybe that's what he wants. In which case it wouldn't make sense for him to get called up. I'm not saying that he can't have an appearance in the Rumble. That'd be great.
And you know most of those guys in NXT are making?
Not a lot, I know. But
you
that's
know how much
just
the guys
to
on the
wrestle.
main roster are making?
Way more.
Way more.
But if he's a player, if he's there to wrestle,
You
but
know
also
what you
he's
do
working
when you're in your
the
late
center.
30s? You try to cash in.
I understand that.
So I guarantee you, player coach can wait. He wants to get called up.
I don't know, man. He has a lot of mileage on him. He's been wrestling for a long time.
He wants to get called up, man. I'm telling
see.
you. That's got to be a very frustrating situation.
Oh, it could be. I just don't
Come
know.
on. You know, somebody's going to go to him and say, you want to go to SmackDown or Raw? Nah, man, I'm good here at the Performance Center. Come on. He wants to get called up.
I'm not
Right?
I'm not going to say conclusively either way because I don't know.
I will say conclusively for you, he wants to get called up.
Oh, you don't know
He
either.
needs to get called up, man,
You
after
really
SummerSlam.
Just don't know that.
Even make him like number what's like a late round, what's like a late draft pick, whatever that number is. Make him like the Carmella, you know. Have him be last. Who cares? I just want him to be on the main roster.
All right.
People cheer him no matter what. It's Kasia Sona.
Oh, he's great. I love him. He won. Dream Crusher elbow, back of the head. It was fantastic.
Oh, I love it. And who doesn't like? He's so great.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Elbow
So
to the
down
back
so
of the
down to
head.
earth and relatable on the microphone. Is so vicious in the ring, or can be.
know.
His pump kick is like the best in the business.
They like three-man factions. Put him with the bar. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
Put him with the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, there. I just did it.
Anything with him and Cesaro would be fantastic.
I know.
All right, get this out of your system, Steve. Next,
Oh,
we had the
man.
Velveteen Dream Experience with EC3.
How much time do we have? We've been going 36 minutes. Can we go an hour and a half today? Next hour, next 60 minutes just on this? This was great. So last week, or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, Velveteen Dream invited. I can't believe you're not completely on board with this. I'm very disappointed in you right now for many reasons, phone included. Velveteen Dream invited EC3 out to his experience.
Which apparently is just like the community pool for an apartment complex, which we have seen before.
Yes.
There are segments where Asuka was sitting by that very same
Yes,
pool.
exactly. I think that pool is like a symbol. It's like a nexus of time and space for wrestlers.
No, it's just where probably a lot of them live.
Including both these guys.
There's nothing like magical or otherworldly about this community pool.
Let me ask
and
you
I
something.
expect that of Velveteen Dream.
Let me ask you something.
It was too normal.
How do you expect that? Last time we got to see something that was in his realm, it was just a small living room couch. How do you expect more from the Dream? All his green screen stuff is so tacky. It's so cheesy.
Yeah, I know.
That's what's so great about him, is that he can turn an ordinary community pool, which, by the way, NXT probably, Velveteen Dream probably himself, Patrick Clark, probably had to reserve for a party.
Yeah.
And they just shot there.
Yeah.
And they had a drone shot, which in my book says Jeremy Borash produced this damn thing, which is amazing.
It felt very much like a student film.
Which so did the final deletion.
Come
on.
Let me finish. In some points, yes. But this felt...
Because they only had an afternoon to do this.
I understand.
Final deletion, they had like a week.
We shoot like shorts here in an hour and a half.
That looked very student filmish.
Yeah, but at least like the cutting and the angles are consistent and the audio levels are consistent.
Oh, the audio levels were terrible.
Yeah.
EC3 shows up. So Velveteen Dream is lounging. EC3 shows up.
See, it wasn't professionally produced enough for me to buy into this summit, as they put it
That's
last
what
week.
made it works.
No.
That's what made it work.
No.
And yes, we will.
You can put the vignette,
I
the
will
purple,
get this out of the way.
purple hued vignette on the picture. I guess that was their attempt to make me feel like this was the Velveteen Dream experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see right through all that.
No, man.
I see right through it all.
And I will get this out of the way because everybody mentions it. Yes, this did come off like pornography. It totally did, and that totally made it better. So yes. So anyways, where's the script? Where's the script? Got to get this here.
I mean, actually, it felt like they had about a half hour to get this done.
Let's see here.
That's what it seemed like.
Here we go. All right. This is from Liam Wagner.
Thank you, young Liam.
Purple corners and slow, sexy music throughout. Setting, local community pool in Florida. So he's on your page. Drone shot of
obviously what
pool
it is.
zooms into Dream on a lounge chair. Dream touches his mouth. Boy, the details here with Young Lime. Rich Hardesty also sent one, but I just happened to get Liam's first. Drone shot of EC3 walking towards Dream, standing in front of him. Dream.
We
Who we have
to cast?
I think you're more of a Velveteen Dream type
All right.
than I am. I'm more of an EC3 type.
All right.
So you go ahead.
Sit down, EC3.
Okay. And they both sit down. After 5 seconds, the Dream says,
Want to take a walk?
I'd be charmed.
They both stand up and walk maybe 7 steps. Dream is wearing pink boxers and a leopard print jacket and chain. EC3 is wearing a white polo tucked into blue pants with white shoes. EC3 almost falls in the pool.
Whoa.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What I thought you were going to do is throw me into the pool.
There's no need to treat you like that. You're the top 1%.
Top 1%.
You know, you get special treatment. You know you get treated better than that.
I do. Everyone loves me.
Don't patronize me.
I would never patronize you. I would never patronize you even though I came here to fight you. But now that I've been with you, I love that. Now that I've been with you, I realize this is bigger than both of us. This is bigger than life. This I want to wait for. Shot of EC3 in the reflection of Velveteen Dream's glasses. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn is where it is the Purple Rainmaker versus NXT's Golden God, where it's the one, allegedly, versus the top 1%, where it's the Velveteen Dream versus EC3. They both remove their glasses. Dream removes his slower than EC3.
Dream invites you to his facilities and you disrespect the Dream? You think no one cares about you? You think no one is giving you respect in NXT? The Dream just did. All because you're EC3. All because you're the top 1%. All.
And then the Dream's glasses fall to the ground. Silence. EC3 looks over at the glasses, then back to Dream. I got him. He goes to pick the glasses up. Then Dream rushes towards him. EC3 picks him up in a fireman's carry and throws him into the pool. The Dream splashes in panic. And you can clearly see a foot down. It says 4 feet. EC3 says, dude, it's 3 feet deep. Shot of EC3 walking off. Shot of Dream in the pool. Camera drops into water. End scene. My favorite part about it, though, that Young Lime here failed to mention, was when EC3 went to pick up the glasses, the camera went down with him, which it was masterful. How did you not love this? This was amazing. This was amazing. You're crazy. You're insane.
No.
This was fantastic.
No. It wasn't produced well enough for my liking. I expect more out of NXT.
This was great. Next up. It is funny how there's never any middle ground with NXT.
No.
It's either really, really good
I know.
or
Like you watched
hilariously
that Keith
amateurish.
Lee segment where it was really dramatically lit, especially like the shots from behind him, you know, and it was great. It was really well produced.
You're insane. This was great. This is fantastic.
Wasn't into it. No,
it was,
I'm not saying
it was
I could not,
hilariously bad.
I could just not be into things. It was just bad. I don't think it was hilarious.
I think whatever is going on in your real world with these sneakers or whatever's going on, I think that's clouding your judgment. This was clearly the best thing all year. Next up, we had a fantastic match. The debut of both Keith Lee and Marcel Bartel.
Yeah.
I got his name right this time.
Yeah.
Axel Dieter Jr., I think was his name back in Germany. I think he was a big star in WXW, Walter's promotion.
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds right.
In any event, it's a fun match. Marcel is a tall dude.
Yeah, he
looks great.
He reminds me a lot in terms of his body type and how he moves and how he
I agree.
delivers his
dancing.
No, his offense.
Yeah.
A lot of Zack Sabre Jr. They were talking about that he's a really gifted technical wrestler. We didn't get to see a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see if the Zack Sabre Jr. comparisons are continue on to that extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyways, this is a reasonably competitive match. Marcel put forth some offense, but Keith Lee always had an answer.
This was fun. There's just some good character stuff here. Marcel, he made the most of this. You know, it's easy. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, we're obviously both big Keith Lee fans. I'm trying to look at the other guy in the ring right now because Keith Lee we know is great.
Oh, the way Marcel Bartel went about his entrance, just getting into the ring and standing there.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew exactly what his character was.
Yeah, exactly.
And it worked. It was great.
He throws out the 9 thing, you know. So scary German dude is basically what he is. I like that Keith Lee was mocking him. You know, I love the bit where, you know, I love when they take standard wrestling conventions and we've talked about this, sort of defy them. The bit where he's in the corner and Keith Lee grabs his
foot.
his
he
foot.
breaks the other foot to break the Keith Lee's grasp.
And he can't do it. That's
yeah.
a standard thing that he's unable to do because Keith Lee's a powerhouse. But then they also, obviously with Keith Lee, one of his things is he's a big dude powerhouse who can do really
athletic
cool
things.
athletic
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
And so we got to see that. We also got to see, which I really hope they try to replicate this, maybe with a smaller guy, because Bartel's like way too big. That GIF we saw from like the indie scene somewhere. The pounce, where that dude flew out of the ring, and so we got to see a pounce against Bartel. I'd like to see him toss somebody out of the ring with a pounce.
That'd be great.
That'd be fantastic. That's like a WrestleMania spot waiting to happen.
Yeah.
That's like oh my God.
And that's a Royal Rumble spot waiting to happen.
Yes.
Eliminating someone via pounce.
Yes, exactly.
That's what that is.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, it'd be fantastic to see Keith Lee in the Rumble this year. They always bring up some NXT dude. That'd be fun to see. There was like a bunch this year, wasn't there?
Well, Adam Cole was in.
Adam Cole, Almas, he was still in NXT at the time.
I feel like there was one more.
Yeah, I feel like there was one more also.
Anyways, Keith Lee picks up the win following the pounce, and he has a fireman carry jackhammer.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Looks good.
So he's be getting a lot of wins.
Got
a great reception too. Crowd popped.
Oh yeah,
huge pop.
Oh yeah, everybody knows him. He's great. Next up, we had a Street Profits video package that started to make me anxious about a minute in because they were blaring their music, so I could barely hear what they were saying.
Montez Ford had a handheld mic, even though it was plainly obvious that Angelo Dawkins was mic'd up.
Well, or at least they had like a boom going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no difference in audio levels when the mic was moving.
The cameraman had no idea who to focus on because they were doing a thing where he was like interviewing. So there was a lot of back and forth, and it took him a good 2 minutes just to figure out, okay, I'm going to go wide
and hold
on these guys because I can't keep up with what they're doing. The music was just making me anxious because it was way too loud.
Did they explain why they were sitting in front of an ATM?
No, but they made a point of showing the ATM very prominently and then backing up on them, and they never referenced, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a money metaphor in there that you can make, Street Profits, ATM machine, but they never really talked about it. Is there any team, and I think it's them even more so than Heavy Machinery, because Heavy Machinery I think NXT wants to take seriously. The Street Profits are so ready for a Raw comedy act. That's their ceiling right now. Comedy act on Raw, and that's not a good ceiling to have. So they need to do something with them to give them some drama, some tension. Have some other like War Machine come in and just beat the living shit out of them.
That's what I thought they were going to do when
they have to figure it out.
Lost the first time to Authors of Pain. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I have a bad
feeling. They come into
feeling.
Regal's office and they're like, hey, full of bluster, saying, we've won a few matches in a row. We won a title shot.
Yeah.
And Regal said, fine, we'll get past the Authors of Pain and we'll talk. And they got destroyed.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, there's a story for them. And then they just kept losing. They lost again to Authors of Pain, and then they disappeared for a while.
I have a bad feeling that they're going to end up getting called up sooner than later and end up as a Raw comedy tag team act. I really do. And then just disappearing. I do. They'll get split up for some stupid reason via the draft like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
After lingering, Angelo Dawkins will try to be singles guy. Montez will try to be singles guy. And we both like Montez a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He's fantastic. But if he doesn't have a really strong start with the team, I'm not sure how much traction he's going to pick up.
I know.
I hope I'm wrong.
It seemed like they were off to the right to a good start.
They had a great first act.
Yeah.
And that second act has never come.
Ever since that loss to Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. Next up, we had Vanessa Bourne versus Tainara Connie. We kind of talked about this a little bit. Been on the awkward side. It was a qualifier for the Mae Young Classic, though. Both Vanessa and Tainara, they were both in the Mae Young Classic last year, weren't they? I know Tainara was.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. In any event, one of them had to lose. And in this case, it was
Vanessa Bourne.
Vanessa Bourne, which she's been getting a lot of TV time lately, so I'm not too worried for her.
No, I think
she'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Finally, our main event, Alistair Black versus Johnny Gargano. Not much of a match because Tommaso Ciampa ran in pretty quickly, tossed Gargano out of the ring, and started attacking Alistair Black. Eventually, Gargano gets up. He and Ciampa brawl around the ringside area. Just a lot of brawling between all three of them in various combinations.
Yeah.
Finally, it's broken up. Regal comes out, makes a triple threat match for NXT TakeOver. Where they at? Brooklyn for the NXT title. However, after the show, not on the network broadcast, but on a YouTube.
We're assuming this is going to kick off next week's episode.
They're starting to write Alistair Black out of the match because he apparently tore his groin about a week or so back at a live event in Las Vegas. And so we see this shot of Regal being interviewed. Some production person comes and Mr. Regal, you got to come check this out. They go outside. As Regal's walking outside, Johnny Gargano's walking back into Full Sail. Regal keeps walking. A car with the Undisputed Era in it. They may or may not be blaring their own music.
According to Alex C, it happened, so I'm going with Alex C.
I'll trust him.
And in my head now it's there, so we're good.
And then you hear Adam Cole say, all right, come on, let's get out of here. They drive off.
Right.
And then Regal comes upon Alistair Black, who's been laid out in the parking lot. But who did it? A mystery is afoot.
Yeah, man. Ooh. It's got to be Gargano, right?
Yeah.
He's like going to turn into super heel guy.
Yeah. If that's the story they're going to tell, then yeah.
So, what's your big plan for Adam Cole?
I already told you. Double duty.
He's going to be inserted into the...
He's going to be in the North American title match against Ricochet, lose, be inserted in the main event, and win.
Yeah, I like it.
And that's undisputed.
How about this? I have an even better one. He's in the...
What, he retains the North American title and wins the NXT title?
Yes. That is better.
It is better. I was just trying to be somewhat realistic about things. Let's take some questions. Justin Brooks, $2. Just want to say hi and thanks for all you do. Thank you, Justin. Jay Cavalier, $5. Going to take over my birthday weekend. Can't wait to lose my voice. Yeah, Steve's lost his voice at wrestling shows before.
Yeah.
Liam Wagner, $2. On his way to the Zombie Manson show. Take my money, Bellends.
Bellends, you Bellends.
Courtney Summers, $5. I think they're bringing back Lars for the match. Lars got taken out by Alistair, so he took Alistair out. In kayfabe, totally works. It's true, it does. It makes sense. Guillaume Halili, $5. Friendos, I was at Raw on Monday. When Coachman came out at the beginning of the show, he was booed out of the building, same with Cole. We loved Corey Graves.
Everybody loves Corey Graves. He's great.
OG Sneakerhead, $5. Rank these WrestleMania moments. Daniel Bryan winning the belt. The streak ends. Ric Flair farewell match. Seth cash-in. Eddie and Benoit celebrate. So, I mean, it's hard for me not to put Seth cashing in at the top because we were there for that.
So Ric Flair's farewell match goes at the bottom. Seth's cash-in probably, being there especially.
That's tops.
That's got to be tops because it was also really shocking.
And I'd say Daniel Bryan.
I would say we knew Daniel Bryan was going to win.
Yeah, so the streak ending, that was a shocker. That's 2. Eddie and Benoit, Daniel Bryan, and then Flair's
Yeah,
farewell.
that sounds right. Eddie and Benoit because it was like, oh my God, look at that. You know what I mean?
BreakingControllers.com, $2. Any future video games you guys are looking forward to? Red Dead 2.
Oh, that's funny. Wait.
What?
That's so funny. Okay, so who was it? Courtney brought up Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
There was a funny Lars Sullivan thing. Do you know? So there's a new Scarlet Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Is this okay on Impact? Right.
Yeah.
It's very sultry. New heel character. She posted up this picture of her what seems to be in lingerie. Lars Sullivan commented on it and said, "Hey, have you ever been to Lars Sullivan territory?" Apparently, it's been deleted though.
Oh my goodness.
I love Lars Sullivan. Anyways, yeah, it's all good stuff. On the Patreon.
Where was I? Trey Saunders, $5. Just got off work at gym now, a wee bit high as well. Let the arm day and deadlifts begin. What's your favorite and least favorite workout at the gym?
I want to hear some of you guys.
I just don't like doing cardio. Cardio bores me.
Yeah, I like doing cardio because I go for like an hour-long jaunt through my neighborhood, and I really like my neighborhood. It's just very, very peaceful. All sorts of farm-ish land out there.
So bored of just running or walking or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'll do
I
15
can
minutes.
just imagine you anger walking.
Because when I lift,
gotta do this stupid cardio.
well, usually I'll go and I'll lift, and I don't take a whole lot of rest. I take like 30 seconds maybe between reps. But depending on what workout I'm doing and the availability, I'll switch machines during my rest period. So I don't really rest a whole lot.
Yeah. And
so if I do cardio, I'll just do like 15 minutes of intervals. And after that 15 minutes, it's not like I'm tired. I'm just bored. Even if I'm listening to music or a podcast, it just bores me.
I get really bored when that's why I don't like doing the treadmill or any like the inside the gym cardio stuff. I get really bored. But if I have like number one, there's no sidewalks in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it keeps
keeps
my
you on
mind
your toes.
active.
Yeah.
Like I have to make sure I don't get killed. So yeah, there's that. So I actually enjoy it because it gets some fresh air, it gets some sun on my face. It's nice.
Gary Smith, $2. Keith Lee for Cruiserweight Champion. Now, if the 205 Live title was more like the X Division title, where it was
that would be fantastic. No, that'd be great.
Wasn't like a weight class.
That'd be an awesome way to rebrand 205 Live as sort of whatever they could call their X Division. Mm-hmm. Screw it, just call it the X Division. I doubt TNA's going to care.
No, they don't care. Liam Wagner, Larson would have liked it if EC3 wore new LeBrons.
Would you have liked it more if there was a
Those
sneaker
new
aspect
LeBrons,
to it?
I just brought those in today.
They look pretty nice.
Beautiful.
Pretty
They're
nice.
a gorgeous pair of shoes. I told you because they're predominantly white. I feel like I need to wash my hands before I touch them to keep them crisp and clean.
Yeah. Tim here on Patreon. Are there any wrestlers you guys saw that impressed you on the NXT house show loop that hasn't debuted on TV yet? So we're not actually privy to the house show loop because that loop is technically the Florida thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about the traveling show, it's been a while since we've been.
Yeah, it has been almost a year.
But I remember seeing Sonya Deville before she debuted, and I was like, she's good.
She was still Daria Baronato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was her real name. And I remember being impressed by her. I remember thinking, oh, wow, she's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw Mandy Rhodes a couple times before she was really on TV a lot.
Yeah. Character-wise, she was always spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey Sherman, $5. Thoughts on the Young Bucks filming in front of Full Sail and the last being the Elite. Then on Twitter, the Young Bucks parents are hinting at good things soon.
Yeah, they're going to go to WWE. I'm fairly convinced about that.
Yeah.
I think they're so going to WWE.
James McBreen, $2. If Hilton is real, I will eat 3 Okada dollars. If you have 3 Okada dollars, you should treasure those.
Yeah, they might be worth a lot of money one day. Yeah. That's a good investment to make.
Thalamic Rex, $2. Sullivan was in the background as well. Was he in the background of the Alistair attack video?
Really?
I didn't notice.
Was he?
BreakingControllers.com, $2. Would you ironically review a Steph Curry shoe? No, I'd review it for real.
Oh, well, aren't those like dad shoes?
Well, he had that one that was a dad shoe.
Boy, he got clowned for that.
Yeah, but his other one, like the newest ones that just came out around the finals, aren't bad looking shoes. Mm-hmm. I just have limited means. I can't buy all these shoes.
Yeah,
I have to pick and choose.
Yeah, man. Well, you just you sold your safaris, right?
Yeah,
and
I
then
had to.
You take that money.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
Invested in more,
so I can do more videos.
It
was a bummer getting rid of those safaris because they're really good shoes too. They're nice looking shoes.
We need to put together a Super Kicks
GoFundMe.
No, I was going to say a care package.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Oh, so you can sell?
Yeah, trade goods for services.
No, I've had that idea.
Yeah, or you can put together a Ponzi scheme. It's up to you.
Well, I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
If I were bright enough for white collar crime.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Regular Trevor, how did you like Donovan Dijakovic's debut versus Keith Lee? Wait, was that not him? I'm confused. They should have, honestly, that Marcel dude looks like money. They probably should have debuted Keith Lee against Chris Dijak. But then didn't they had like a killer match at Bola?
At Bola last year, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that would have been like a show stealer. Maybe they're holding off.
Maybe.
On Top Notch.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel like Marcel, they should have held off and gave him a proper debut.
Is that, let me ask you something.
By that I mean a win.
They're obviously high on Keith Lee.
Yeah.
They're obviously not on Dijak. No. That would preclude, sadly, that precludes them from having like a takeover dark match that we get on NXT TV. That's stellar, right?
I don't think it precludes it.
I think it does.
No, I don't think it does because I mean it's not like Keith Lee's going to just be in NXT for a cup of coffee. He's going to be there 8 months.
Yeah, but
there's a chance.
But they're not going to make Dijak look that good. I'm kind of convinced about that. Unless I could be completely wrong.
You got to be hopeful.
They just gave him a new name.
Yeah.
Usually,
as we saw with Kona Reeves, a repackaging means huge things.
Did you see him on Twitter, Dijak, with his baby, and he was like having the baby super kick him?
No.
It was funny, but like being a dad now and like understanding like babies and stuff, like he was really tugging on that baby's leg.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ease up, dude, just ease up. And a couple people in the replies too. I was like, am I the only one thinking this? A couple people in the replies were like, why are you taking that kid's leg out of its socket, man? Relax.
Wow.
Oh, top notch. What are we gonna do with you? The glorious Steve Klain. Do you think Kasia Sona is in the process of the slowest heel turn ever? Maybe. Because didn't we have shades of it prior to this?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah. CM Punk finds it inadmissible in court since we've established what would be the most Larson storyline ever. That was Minoru Suzuki and Shawn Michaels joining Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
We must now know what would be the most Steve storyline ever.
We're seeing it. It's EC3 versus Velveteen Dream at the community pool.
It'd be CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin joining Undisputed Era.
No, man. It's this week's NXT. That's what it is.
All right.
It's EC3 Velveteen Dream at community pool drone shots. That's what it is. It's the final deletion, but EC3 and Velveteen Dream. That was so good. Let's see here.
I'm going to check out that video again and see if I can spot
Yeah.
Lars Sullivan in the background. Continue.
This is an interesting question because it's always so difficult to tell. Nag Champa asks, last night I noticed the enhancement talents being a bit more fully formed, including character beats and actual ring entrances. So he's talking about Marcel, obviously.
Adrian.
Joad.
Yeah.
And even Amber Nova.
Yeah. There's backstories and all
There's
that. Yeah.
backstory.
Yeah.
He says, seeing this and taking into account the almost weekly new signings to the Performance Center and possible call-ups after SummerSlam, where do you see the landscape of NXT a year from now? Isn't that so impossible to peg?
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, and granted, all the signees they're bringing in from the indies, talent currently in the indies will step up and take their place. All right, there's Gargano.
There's Gargano.
But at a certain point, all right, there's Adam Cole getting in the car. You know, the well of available indie talent is not going to be as rich, so they're going to have to count on some of the developmental guys. Oh, there's Roderick Strong in the back with him.
Is he at a table somewhere?
No, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody back there.
I don't see any Lars Sullivan there. We'll just keep watching because it goes on for like another 30 seconds or so.
I stopped it early. I like that Alistair Black is wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Usually he's in a suit.
This is a great question. Samuel Bronkowitz asks, give yourselves a wrestling name based on the first car you owned. I owned a 1994 Ford Escort.
Mine was...
So I guess mine would be, my gimmick would be obviously,
Heavy Machinery.
Oh, there's Heavy Machinery.
Mine would be something involving a Dodge Shadow.
Yeah. Oh, the Shadow. That's a good one.
La Sombra.
I seem to be,
Lars
because I'm
Sullivan.
an escort, I seem to be like a male hooker.
I guess so,
basically.
yeah. Isn't that what La Sombra is, a Shadow?
I'm the gigolo. Male gigolo. That's what I am.
All right.
So, yeah, that's me. Anyways, I think that's it for show.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
it for show? Any more super chats here?
No, I don't think so.
Let
But
me
double
see
check.
here. I'll double check. Nope, that's it. That's it for show. Anyways, hope all you people complaining about the super chat thing, maybe you're happier now. I don't know. Maybe you are.
Yeah,
maybe
I felt
you're
all
not.
right.
Maybe you are. That was a good show.
Yeah, good show. We'll talk about that more on post-show.
I feel like you're back. Last 2 days, I think you've been crap, but I think today you're...
No, I kind of felt like crap, too.
Really?
Today. Yeah.
Well, you masked it well. The show's not done with. Can you please put that down?
Hold on. Oh, never mind.
All right.
So something was selling out quick, so I got to be on top of that.
All right, Hilton, get us some music. Guy with the hobby over here is interrupting our show. Anyways, patrons, stay tuned for post-show, yay or nay. We got a good one. The viewing bit is fantastic.
Yeah, you didn't tell me what it is yet.
It's a shoot. It's like a wrestling that turns into a shoot. Anyways, that's it for show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.